before I call the first speaker, let me ask the evaluator, Toastmasters, to read out the objectives.
The speaker is attempting Project 7. It's called Research Your Topic. The objectives are: collect information about your topic from numerous sources, carefully support your points and opinions with specific facts, examples and illustrations gathered through research. Time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck.
When I called to confirm his attendance, this speaker was very tough. I was wondering what is wrong with him. It's like US president talking to a stranger. Words are not coming out. Finally, when he said yes, I just kept the line. In 2 minutes back, he called me back. Hi Thomas, how are you? And he started talking. I was wondering what's wrong with this guy. Then he himself explained, sorry, I was in front of my boss, so I had to act tough. So let us invite this person who is a simple person but who can act tough. Toastmaster Cherian Kurian. Loneliness. Toastmaster Cherian Kurian.
Good evening, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. What is the biggest epidemic of them all? Is it flu, jaundice, Middle East respiratory system, or is it swine flu? In a study conducted by National Office of Statistics in the United States, they found that 1 in 5 spend the whole week without talking to anyone. And more staggering, 1 in 10 don't get anybody to talk for up to 1 month. Now, according to World Health Organization, the biggest hazard to health is not smoking, it is loneliness, because it leads to obesity. When I was in Chennai, my neighbor was suddenly taken in the middle of the night, and I never saw him again. Every evening when I go for a walk, I used to wave at him and he used to wave back. Later I heard that he was suffering from a terminal sickness and he was on his last stages, and it's very unlikely that he is going to come back again. So again, loneliness was the situation here. Now if you take the major causes of loneliness, one is what happens is it leads to divorce, and sometimes it leads to suicides. There are people, I believe, in India, according to statistics from Ministry of Home, 15 people commit suicide every hour in India. Of the 500,000 people who commit suicide in the world, 20% are Indians. 3 days back I read that right now in 2013, 134,000 people commit suicide in India. Of this, Maharashtra leads with 16,500 suicides a year, and Chennai with 16,300, both of them forming 12.2%, which is about a quarter of the population of those who commit suicide. Now if you understand that marriages are made in heaven, well, divorces are made on earth. What happens in Delhi last year, 2013, is that 8,000 people successfully divorced. Mumbai, it is 7,500. This is a 13% increase from 2012. Chennai 4,500 and Bangalore 6,000. Now, if you take the reasons for this, you find that the demise of joint family is one of the major issues here. When people form nuclear families, go and live in New York, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, even Tikrit. People go and live there. What happens is they have sometimes most of them they are middle class, and husband is working in one place, wife is working in another place, leading to loneliness. Sometimes divided by time zones and some geographical zones. Time zones: husband 8 to 5, wife could be a nurse working in the night, or husband 8 to 5, Geographically, she could be an air hostess in some other part of the world. Now, of the 70, of those who are above 75 years of age, half of them live alone. And there is acute loneliness, 1 in 10 suffer, leading to Alzheimer's disease. It has been psychologically proved that of all the people who stay alone, they have a conversation by themselves in which the mental chatter goes on. Up to 7 days this goes on. If this is ignored and goes up to 14 days, they slowly start whispering out their thoughts. And if that is also ignored, and over 21 days, they're desperate for relationship. They don't care anymore. They speak louder. And people say that's insane. And they talk to walls and pillars, desperate for relationship. They make their own imaginary world called hallucinations. This is what happens. You wonder, how is this possible? When there is social networking like Facebook and Twitter, how is this possible? But the sad thing is, though you can connect with people on Twitter and Facebook, you need to have some sort of a personal, face-to-face, emotional relationship with people. Though it is great to have a Facebook link with your cousin in England, nothing like having your own relationship with people in the community you are living in. When I was in school, my dad I had to go to Delhi, and his friend's daughter's wedding was there. I was asked by my mother to go for this. Though there was a lot of laughter, children playing, plates and saucers, or noises were all around the place. I was lonely because I knew only this uncle. So, physical presence of people is not enough. You need to connect with them emotionally and talk to them. I would suggest 4 things that you do. One is that to go for a walk either morning or evening. And in this situation, meet up with people as you walk. Smile at them. Watch children play. Try to join them in playing. Join some sort of a community situation like Dubai voluntary services there, in which you could offer to your services to help out in those with challenging disabilities and all this stuff, food stuff for laborers and all that. Thirdly, reduce superficial talks such as, how are you? Fine, thank you. Nice to hear that. Well, try to get close to it, especially with your friends and close relatives. Share your feelings, emotions. And fourthly, join some Toastmasters club. And so, I would say, Mother Teresa, who said that loneliness is the most terrible poverty of all